I am. Right. So, with this goddamn pandemic, this damn coronavirus, which is going around at the moment, it seems like another 80 people have died apparently within a one-day step. That's what I just heard on one of the videos. No, I don't really want to be talking about coronavirus, but I would like to hear a bit more about who's dying and where they're dying. But you're not getting that information out, are they? Really? So I still think it's like, in my opinion, and I can be wrong. People might hate me for it. Well, if you hate me, you hate me. But I think it's kind of like a little bit overboard with what the government's doing. I know, you've got to protect yourself from catching it yourself, but people die every day, kind of thing. Because they're getting like reports of like 10, 20, 50 people dying. Is it actually the coronavirus that's killing them? Or is it, just something else that's causing their deaths? I do feel for the people who have died in one way, sympathy goes to their family. But I'm just sitting here thinking, because the government has put a lockdown on the UK, just like a few other countries have done with their public, kind of thing. And I was just wondering if it's worth me continue doing bushcrafting because, you can't get out to do anything without, being told by the government you can't go out. You can go out and walk the dog, you can go out and do some exercise. If you need to go to work, you can go to work. If you need to go and get medication, go and get medication. If you go to the park, no more than 2 people go to the park. So they have put a lot of restrictions, and apparently those restrictions are going to be a lot more tighter later. I've also just seen a video where a part of the UK do have police stopping all the cars, and asking them what they're doing, where they're going, all this kind of stuff, yeah? So kind of like doing a blockade on certain roads in the UK. Well, I don't drive. I'll get public transport. I went and done some more shopping today because I needed some more nails. I did order some on eBay, and they should have been here yesterday. So I contacted the guy to find out where they were. He goes, "Oh well, don't forget, we're on lockdown." Amazon. I think it's just because a lot of people are just too scared to go out, to be honest with you. But if they want the custom, then they should actually, send them out through Hermes or through Parcel Force or whatever. It costs them a little bit more money. But, a lot of people on eBay now is like suspending their online businesses or online selling. Today when I went out, a lot of businesses are actually shut. Someone actually asked me the other day about the actual laundriettes. The laundriettes are still open. If I want to go to the laundrette, one up the road, 10 minutes away, and I could go there, and do my washing if I need to. So the laundriettes are still operating. You got supermarkets are still operating. Now, I did notice there's 2 shops. One was the Tesco Express, where they are actually now only allowing 2 people in the shop at one time. No, sorry, no, that's Howard and Barrett's or whatever it is, yeah. The one which does all the the health food. How many people can be in the store at the time? I don't know, but no one can actually go into the store until someone comes out. I saw another shop, which was a Polish shop, where they state only 6 people can be in the shop at the one time. A lot of shops are now only taking credit card and not cash. So it is putting the country in a bit of a pickle, really, because I know you can't get out and do your shopping after time, because when you do go there, there's nothing left on the shelves, kind of thing. Now, the other day I went to Poundland, and there was toilet rolls there. There was like 3 shelves of toilet roll. I went there again today, a day later, and what happened? All the toilet rolls are gone again. So I didn't really know stuff, yeah. But what I was just wondering, like, if they are going to be locking down a lot more, is it really worth me going out and continuing my bushcrafting? I've put a lot of time and effort and a fair bit of money into that. I paid like and stuff like that, travel costs, food and drink, stuff like that. I've spent about 11 whole days, maybe more, building that, and I've still not even completed it. So I'm just wondering if it's worth, still. Then they say it's going to be a 3-week lockdown. Now they're actually thinking about a 3-month lockdown. Now, as I said, they have put restrictions here in the UK anyway. You can only do this in the UK and all clear to reopen again. But let's say, some people say, well, you've only spent like 11 days, but it's the cost. It's the cost of actually going there and spending the money to buy the equipment to actually build what I'm building. So I thought, I'm not going to stop doing it. If I get stopped by the authorities and say, where are you going, I can still class it as exercise, because it is exercise, You're hiking, they said you can go for a walk. Well, this bloody internet's really pissing me off. So, if you're just like getting like the spinning bloody thing, just like refresh it. Or go out, because I don't want to be defeated. I don't want to be told what I can do and what I can't do. No, we're supposed to have freedom of speech. We're supposed to have, freedom of living. And the government's like, putting a big, but then people say, well, if you caught it, then you're going to affect other people, aren't you? Well, if I knew I was going to get it, or if I knew I had it, I wouldn't go out. I would, contain myself in my home for the 2 weeks that they say it takes for the virus to go away. Now, I've heard people say that think they've contracted it. They've contacted the doctors. The doctors have said, well, go to the hospital. They've gone to the hospital, and all what the hospital's doing, in some cases, not all, but some, is just fobbing them off with like antibiotics, medication, and then say, go home that same day. Like Chris, the one who's sponsored me, he sent me a message the other day actually saying like he believes he's got the coronavirus and he's been to the hospital, and all they've done was gave him several antibiotics and told him to go back home and contain himself indoors for 2 weeks. So, unless it's like a certain degree of the virus that you've got, then maybe they do fob off with antibiotics. If it's like, a degree where it's like gone over a certain effect, but they say that all these people are dying, but they don't say who they are, how old they are, or where they come from, what part of the country. They don't say if it's like Manchester, Birmingham, Liverpool, Kent, Scotland, Wales, nothing like that. So unless you actually get the full information, then let's say like, someone died from the coronavirus within like the 5-10 mile away from me, then I'll probably think, like, okay, well, that's quite close to me, fuck it, I'm going to stay in, make sure I'm like covered up. Like, even today I went out again, just go to a little bit more shopping, and I had the mask on, I had my gloves on, because I am asthmatic, wearing a mask is very kind of like hard, because you're not getting enough air into my lungs. So sometimes I had to keep taking the mask off so I could get more air into my lungs. Some people turn around and say, well, you're asthmatic, you are actually more of a risk take of actually getting it. If I get it, I'll get it. No, you can't tell who the next person is going to be who's going to get the virus. I know it's a pandemic. I know it's like, a bit scary. And like people are actually, the MCMD, metal detecting company that, gives us a certain insurance. Stay indoors, keep away from any events, don't group up with people, don't go to your digs. Now they're telling people not to go anywhere, But I could either stop doing what I'm doing. I wouldn't like to say how much money I spent out, but I spent out quite a bit. As I say, like buying tools, nails, string, travel costs, buying food to take up there, drinks to take up there, clothing as well. So, I've probably spent a good couple of £100 probably at a rough estimate. Because, I did get some money off my mum for Christmas. And, I did use quite a bit of that for when I started doing the bushcrafting. But I may cut you down. And this internet is doing my goddamn head in again. So what I'm doing, I'm going to the social medias, streaming everything, BBC, ITV, Channel 4, I know they may pay for it, but it's affecting us quite a lot. I'll tell you that for one thing. I know quite a few people who's having problems with the internet at the moment. But as I say, sometimes I try to go out there twice a week, all right? But I may just cut it down to once a week. And if I feel like going out, I've got the right, by the government rules that they state in the moment, I can go out for a walk to exercise. So what I might do is go up, to the camp once a week, and then maybe once a day. Well, hang on, I'll start that again. Go up there once a week, and then another day during the week, I might just go for a hike, have a walk around, take a walk around one of the commons. I'll take my little campfire stove kind of thing with me, which I've not checked out and tested yet. Some firewood, my cup, tea, or coffee or whatever, yeah. And, if I get thirsty, a little water or something, and just go for a walk around, So that's one thing they're doing. Just go to the camp once a week and then go for a hike somewhere. I go there twice a week, to be honest with you. But, with all these restrictions, and they are stating now that it may interrupt the bus services as well. They might even reduce the bus services to like 1 an hour or something, yeah? Or may even cut the bus out completely. So the only way you can get around is by bike, motorcycle, or car. I think the trams still are running, but I don't know. But what I might do is, so I'm going to go up there tomorrow, and then maybe the weekend, I might, if the buses are still running, I might nip over to another location, just have a walk around, like Farthing Downs, or what's that other place I've been to? I ain't been over to Mitcham Common for a good few weeks, to be honest with you, so I want to just go over and check it out and see what the lakes over there like. I'm not going to be doing metal detecting just yet. No, I am going to kind of restrict myself doing certain stuff for now. Because I know Ron's there every day. Right? I know he's there every day, either with his wife or his daughter or someone else there, yeah. I don't want to be taking a chance by catching it from them if they do get it, and I don't want to be giving them the risk in case I catch it and I don't know I've got it. When he said about trees, I said, like, I could do with some trees actually, And he said, right, okay, I'll get my chainsaw, and we cut some down, and he'd done that for me. Now we've still got, you know, spring, summer to go on to. Then you got autumn, I think it is, isn't it? Because we've just gone past winter. No, I think it's winter, spring, summer, autumn. I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But, you know, I've always said I didn't want to rush it anyway, because if you rush things, you are going to have accidents. I've cut myself several times up there. I've even banged my head on the roofing a couple of times because it's a bit too low. That's why I've got to redo the roofing. And when you are actually, like, you know, using a saw, you know, the saw can slip, and I have cut my hand with the saw a couple of times. That's why I don't really want to be cutting trees down on my own, in case, like, you know, the tree might actually go the opposite way than you expected it to do. So, you know, the tree cutting, I'll get Ron to do if I need it, which I did do, and he was good enough to do it for me. I was actually going to look at a chainsaw myself. Lidl's got one in their store tomorrow at £49, but it's just the bare machine. It doesn't come with the charger or the battery, so I'm not going to bother. You know, Ron said if I need wood, just give him a call. If he's got his chainsaw there, he'll come and cut it down for me. I know he did say he's going to have a bit of a bonfire soon, because, like, you know, there's a lot of dead wood there, which needs clearing up, and I think he wants to cut a few more trees down himself, actually. So that's my decision. I'll probably just go up there once a week after tomorrow. No, it does cost me money, like, there as well, as I say, like, you know, bus fares. But, you know, if I only go up there once a week, you know, by the, you know, what the government says, we can still go out for a bit of, you know, for exercise. So that's what I'll probably do, you know, go up there once a week and then go somewhere else once a week. So I'll still be able to do 2 kind of like videos for you guys to watch. Trying to sharpen up my action. I think I've got a little bit sharp, but it's not sharp where you can actually run it across your hand and, you know, cut your hair. So I'm now trying to sharpen this damn thing up. What I have done is that I've just gone through my bag, and I had 4 knives in my bag. Check my bag. You know, they're going to say, well, you know, have you got anything sharp in your bag? And I say, yeah, I've got a knife. And they see there's 4 in there, they're going to start asking, well, why you got 4 knives? See, I know with the rules, like, you know, carrying knives around with you is a bit dicey. But as long as you're upfront and honest, and you can prove that you're going to, like, a camp or to do some bushcrafting, I don't think the police really worry too much. So you're not using it as a, you know, like an offensive weapon, are you, really? And I think they're supposed to be like less than 3 centimetres or that. I think it's a bit more than 3 centimetres. I've got that from Alibaba. So this one, you know, all I'm trying to sharpen up, I'm going to leave this one at home. My other backup knife, which is this one, I'm leaving it at home because I've still got my other one of these in the bag, which I use all the time. And the one I do use up there, I may even start leaving that up there from tomorrow. So I don't know, really sharpen knives on that properly. No, I'd rather use like one of those sharpening machines, you know, which you get from the shopping centre, you know, to sharpen your kitchen knives up. That's what I usually use, but it don't sharpen these ones up. No, it don't even feel like. If I run my finger across it, then I'm going to cut myself, but it's not as sharp as I want it to be. Who remembers the old times when, you know, you used to like had the old rag and bone coming around, rag and bone, and you sometimes might get someone saying that, sharpen your knives, and you used to go out and go, yeah, I've got a few knives that need sharpening, and he's got one that's kind of like grindstones on the wheels, and you used to just sit there, you know, pedaling away, sharpening up the knives for you, like, you know, like 50p a knife or whatever. It's still not sharp enough. I usually just try it with newspaper, but I throw most of the newspaper away. So that's not even sharp. If that was sharp, that'd be cutting through the paper. I normally use my, you know, my electric grinder, but you know, I want to learn how to sharpen knives properly with one of these like grindstones. Because tomorrow, you know, like, although Ron has actually tried sharpening my axe up, I still feel that the axe what I've got up there is blunt. So I might spend like half an hour tomorrow trying to sharpen it up myself. That feels a bit better, but still not sharp enough. Just did cut one, there you go. I can't use the bike because the bike pedal's not working. The nut keeps coming undone, and I've got to keep stopping every 5 minutes to tighten up the nut. I don't have the wrench extender to tighten it up. It's, you know, really hard. I have to tighten it up like hand tightness, and that's not good enough because I say every 5 minutes it just like unwinds itself and just comes apart. Hello, Rose. Well, true, you know, but like I say, the government's put the restriction: don't go out unless it's necessary. You know, if you want to go out, then you know you can only go out to take the dog for a walk or to exercise. Well, to me, that is exercising. But the thing is, if I go up there one day on a bus and suddenly, you know, a news broadcast comes through saying like all the buses have got to stop from like midday today, how the hell am I going to get back? No, if it takes an hour and a half to get up there on the bus, it's going to take me about 3.5 hours to walk back, unless I thumb it, you know, like thumb it, but no one's going to like stop and give you a lift. So you might think, Amy, you might have the coronavirus. Look, the guy's wearing a mask. So that's what I'm planning to do anyway. So they're going up there twice a week now. I'll probably just go up there once a week, and the other one day per week I'll just go out for a walk around. I'll take the camera. I won't be able to take the tripod when I'm walking around because it's just, you know, too bloody heavy. The one I used to use broke on me, so I had to then start using my bigger, bulkier one. And I don't really want to carry that around with me, because normally when I do videos, I take my head cam, you know, the strap. But that's what I think they should do. Give people some kind of notification on where the deaths are. So if there's like, 10 deaths tomorrow and 2 of them was like, say, burning them, the media, the government should give the media the power to say, like, there's 2 coronavirus deaths in Birmingham yesterday. I know it's going to put the shit creeps up on people in Birmingham, but at least, the Birmingham people or Manchester, wherever, they report the deaths, it's going to put, a little bit more fear, I suppose, into people. But at least they know, like, okay, it's here. I have been stupid enough going out, doing shopping and stuff like that. And in that way, they might actually get people to change their mind and not go out and stay in. Because the government just keep pissing everyone off and, like, changing their minds all the time. First of all, you're meant to confine yourself for 2 weeks. Then it's 3 weeks. Now they're saying it's meant to be 3 fucking months. Oh, the government's got too much goddamn power. Actually, I need to do it on the other side, I think. I can't remember what side I was doing it on. I can't stay in, Rose. I can't stay in. There's no law at the moment saying that you've got to stay in for the whole 2 weeks, kind of thing. They say you can go out and exercise. No, they don't want anyone getting, hang on a minute, let me just go and wash my hands. Let me just go and get a drink. I need a drink. Let me just go make a cup of coffee. So I'm coughing. Don't mean I've got the fucking virus though, does it? Tonight I have got drinking chocolate sachets. The reason I'm doing this bushcrafting is because my psychiatrist, not just last year, but a couple of years ago, she said, anytime you get so stressed out and depressed, then you need to get out. And because of all the shit that I went through last year, and one particular person who is still being under investigation at the moment, as I keep saying, and that even got me in hospital, and I had to see a psychiatrist for 2 fucking hours. Even they said, look, if you're so stressed out and depressed, don't sit indoors, get out and do things. And that's why I decided to do this hobby, to get out and do things. I don't want to be sitting indoors fucking stressed out and depressed all the time, though, because that is a fucking serious illness. That can kill you itself. So if I don't do it, I could end up dead because of the depression. As we all know, depression and anxiety and stress can kill people. Come on, why aren't you dissolving your goddamn shit? Well, I don't know how much the fine is. I've not heard how much the fine's going to be. They said a hefty fine. £30 ain't hefty, is it? Well, I can't afford £30 myself. No, how can the government do that to you? Well, I suppose they're doing it because they've got to spend that trillions of pounds to, get the NHS up and running and, get more staff in and pay for their kits and shit like that. Because even they said, with the kits that they're getting, they had to pay for it. So when we want to test it ourselves, we've got to pay for it. What about all the people who have medical conditions and can't afford to pay for it? This drinking chocolate is a little bit lumpy and it doesn't dissolve properly. But it's nice. It's very dark when you put it in. You've got to put milk in. It hasn't got milk with it. Well, if they gave me a fixed fine of £30, right, then I wouldn't go out anymore. I'd appeal it. I say, look, you said we can go out and exercise. That's what I'm doing. I'm exercising. You can't tell me really when and when I can't go out if I'm, have medical issues. And I can even prove what the psychiatrist said because it's on the records. I need to get out more. So the government is turning around and telling me anxiety. Maybe I'll have a case to take fucking the government court. How many people who do need to get out have thought about taking the government to court because they need to get out and they're being forced to stay in? Now, if it was a fucking world war, Thankyou, or something even worse, then yeah, we'd all probably be staying in because we'd be too fucking afraid to go out in case a fucking bomb drops on our heads. Like, when we had the World War II, a lot of people were scared, and the only time they went out was down to the air raid shelters. Now, what if we had a fucking alien invasion? We ain't going to sit in our homes and let the aliens come knocking on the door and sap us with their fucking machines and take us to their spaceship and eat us, are we? No, we're going to fucking leave our homes and find sanctuary somewhere else. And that's all what people was trying to do, especially in this hobby. And it ain't just me. There's hundreds of people talking about it and on the mental illness and stuff like that. And this is actually helping a lot of people because it is getting them out. If you're too afraid to go out, they need to get out. They can't be trapped in their own home fucking 24/7. If I don't, I don't. That's bollocks, Rose. Who said that? Who said that the government's going to stop people getting money? I've not heard nothing about it. If there was something about that, it would have come on my phone. And there's nothing been on my phone about the government is going to stop people getting money on a dole. People rely on the dole money to pay their bills, their rent, right? How are they going to pay their bills and rent if the dole doesn't give the money, or the government doesn't give the dole the money to give to the people? What do they want? Like, it's just gossip. People go around talking a lot of bollocks, and you have to believe it. If they was going to do something like that, right, it would be on the social media. It would be everywhere. Government provide free car parking for NHS. If the government's going to say, right, everyone on dole is not going to get their dole money now, we give them food stamps. That's going to make it even worse, because a lot of people who rely on that money to pay their rent and their bills, I tell you, it'd be like an uproar. There'd be so much violence on the fucking streets, man. They wouldn't know how to cope with it. Even the amount of police and soldiers they'd have, no, they won't be able to cope with it. It's just gossip bullshit. Don't want to listen and believe to everything that you hear. Even with the news media, I don't believe half the shit they're saying, because it's all money to the media, innit? They don't sell their paper, they don't get the public viewing, they lose money all the time. So they've got to make the story a bit more interesting. They have to add it up and, lie, put a few little white lies in it. The government will not stop money. They're talking about giving more money to help people. They're fucking uproar. Parliament will be fucking so crowded with like angry people. I wouldn't like to say what would happen. There'd be so many fucking riots, because people go around robbing shops and stuff like that, and selling stuff on the black market, or selling it to the neighbours or people who's got money, so they can pay their bills and buy their food. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, but how about your bills? You say they might pay your rent, but how about your bills? Your phone bill, your telephone, your mobile, your TV, your internet, your gas, electric, water. Well, we don't get. Look, that we don't get money given to us in a hand. They don't come and say, "Here's a check," like they used to do. Years ago with the gyro, and you just cash your gyro in. It's all automatically electronic now, isn't it? They're not actually giving us money; they're actually putting it into our bank account. They won't stop your money, because what I've seen on my phone, if I went back a week or two, April, right? People are supposed to get, everyone on the social is supposed to be getting a 1.7% increase in their money, right? Everyone, whatever benefit you want, JSA, ESA, disability, PIP, whatever, everyone's supposed to be getting a 1.7% increase in the money, apparently, yeah? If the government turns around and say, right, you're not going to get the money, it'd be like dropping an atom bomb on the public, and the public will retaliate, I tell you, with an atomic bomb or something, with a doomsday device. Because you know what happened last time when they cut benefits. A lot of people died over that, killed themselves, suicide, because they didn't have the money to pay their bills and pay their rent. What do you think is going to happen when they do it again this time? There's going to be millions of people doing it again. And it's all going to be down to the government fault. So what you're hearing is a load of bollocks. Unless I see it in black and white on my phone, or the government says about it on a video, then I believe it. Until then, I don't believe any shit. I don't believe it. Because if it was going to happen, the government would say it on social media. You know, the news would actually report and stuff like that. And even with the news, I wouldn't bloody believe the news anyway. But unless I saw, Boris saying, right, from so-and-so, we're not going to pay you any more money. We'll pay your rent, but all the other benefit you get, we're not going to give you. So how are you going to pay your bills? That's not my problem. And everyone who relies on that money to pay their bills loses it. Oh, fuck me, man. Well, all the benefit is cashless anyway. It's automatically put through your bank account. It's credit into your bank account. So we don't get money from the government anyway. What they give us is credits anyway. So, and we just cash those credits in if we need to with the bank, with your credit card. No, unless I'm not going to believe it unless I hear Boris say it. I do want to see the evidence. I want to see the evidence. I want to see it on social media. I want to see Boris say, like, the benefit system is not going to pay you cash. You only get credit, and we're only going to pay for your rent and nothing else. Your food, we give you some food tokens to get you by. Families and people with disabilities and people who are on a fucking very low benefit at the moment, like I will, well, like I am, well, there'd be an uproar. They ain't even got the fucking 5 sorted out yet. First of all, it's going to be 3 months, hopefully, before they can find the vaccine. Then it's like a year. Now states they know what the cause of the virus is, what makes people die over it. Your lungs. Your air is not giving you lungs because there's mucus getting into your lungs and blocking your airways. And when your airways get blocked and you can't breathe, that's what's killing you. So they're trying to find a vaccine to stop that. And they said, like, apparently they may have the vaccine, hopefully, within 3 to 6 months. But then suddenly it's possibly a year. And all these kits they apparently meant to be given out, they're not going to give them out. It's costing the government billions of pounds to get them actually manufactured and paid for. And if you want one of the kits, you've got to pay for it. Or just like, you know, gather what belongings I can within a few days. Say, you know, to my landlord, say, I'm leaving, fuck this. Everything in here, you know, to get my kids or my nephews and sisters come up and take what they want. And I just fucking grab a few bags of fucking groceries and just go out there and fucking stay there for the rest of my life. Be a hermit or something. I don't have to worry about that shit then. Be like a proper primitive person. I go out hunting, live on ants and snails and bugs, and at least that way I won't have to spend money. I won't have money to spend. I just have to take her to the vets and say, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't have the cat with me. She won't be able to live up there. He's got dogs. He's got like fucking 5 dogs, my landowner. He used to have cats, and these cats used to get along with his dogs okay, but when I spoke to him about, you know, I said to him, I'd like to be, which I might do one time, but for now, you know, I just want to get things sorted out. He goes, oh, we used to have cats. I said, well, what happened to it? He goes, don't know. Here 1 minute, gone the next. And around that area, there were some like posts saying like, you know, lost cat. Even some dogs were lost. So there's a bit of a mystery about all the cats going missing. Because I've got, you know, pure 100% permission to be on his land even when he's not there. And what I've got to do is climb over on one of his fences or go around the back. There's a little entrance there I know of. You know, if I don't need to get anything from his shed, which I've got permission to put stuff in, and now he's actually left one of the gates unlocked for me to go through anyway. Not the gate where the main entrance is, where you know where he comes in. But once that cabin or shack or shed or whatever you want to fucking call it is completely built and a bit more secure, a battery operated screwdriver. Once that runs done, I can bring the screwdriver in Tom's shed. But once my shed is all kind of secure and locked up, I'll be leaving it all in there. So I won't have water when I need it. At this point, I've got to make sure I remember to take that bottle of water with me tomorrow. Because he's got a tap where I can access, you know, water freely anyway. But when I asked him about the water, is it drinkable? He goes, oh, I don't know. I just like, you know, use it to make tea. I don't really drink it out of the tap. You know, I just wash my hands and face when I get a bit hot and sweaty. And then, like, you know, if I need to fill the kettle up, I'll fill the kettle up. So, you know, I'm a bit dubious drinking from the tap. So I tend to you know, if I remember, take a 2-litre bottle with me for drinking. And when I want to make coffee, I usually use the water from Tom's tap. Got to make myself a ladder though. My sawhorse is completely broken down, so I'm just going to like strip that off, you know, take it apart completely. I won't worry about that for now. But I do need to make a ladder. I could borrow a ladder from Ons, you know, I know he's got a ladder, but I don't want to keep asking him for stuff. And time, like, I wait for him. And if I did ask him, I could have made one and done half of what I need to do anyway. And it's nice to actually, you know, make something with your own hands out of wood. It's only got to, like, you know, be a ladder about that high, you know, about 5 foot. So I know. Sometimes I just feel like getting that just like a fucking shithole and not coming back, you know. And I know, like with a cat, well, I just put her in. I just take her to the vets and say, you know, so I can't have her anymore. I'm not going to take her up there because, like, you know, I still have to like look after her and feed her and stuff like that. But I just don't know why YouTube is like this. You know, don't get them on BT, and I'm on no fucking speed light anyway. Like 35 megabit. Fucking well slow. And when you're streaming, you're uploading. And when you're uploading, I only get like 5 megabit. Well, that's what I mean. Like, you know, I'm actually going out and I'm exercising. And they can't say, well, hang on a minute, well, where are you going? Well, I'm going up to a farm because I've got a building I'm building and it's giving me the exercise. So you can't tell me I can't go out and exercise because what the government's told, I can go out every day if I want and exercise. You know, you didn't say, well, you know, go out for like half an hour, be back by a certain time. Because then that is more like a fucking curfew on you, innit? I got the money I got the fucking every day. I am around people. I'm around Tom sometimes. You know, I'm not actually right next to him. You know, like I'm here and he's like fucking like quarter mile away from me. But sometimes I do go over and have a chat if I need something. I've got the latches and the bolts and everything secured to it. And I know the building's kind of secure. Once the door's done and fixed, and you know, I've got the brackets on the door and the bolts and the padlock and stuff like that, and it's all secure, then I've got to go around and do my mud pie slapping on the walls with mud, hay. I was thinking of taking some sand with me as well, but I can't be able to keep carrying too much stuff up there. No, I don't have to bring the sand back, but still mean. Well, I'll actually, after I've done, like, you know, covered the walls with mud, I've also got to do the fireplace, haven't I? I might actually do the fireplace before I actually go around doing the mud around the walls, because that fireplace does need doing. Drill, electric saw, you know, like with food container, empty bottles sometimes of 2 litre of water from my own tap. You know, I don't boil the water here unless I'm having coffee. If I just want cold water, I drink it from the sink, you know, kind of thing. Just put it, fit up in a cup, glass, and done. But as I say, most of my stuff, you know, like the saws, the axe, the hammers, and some of the other stuff, I put in one of these sheds. But, you know, other bits and pieces like my kettles, my frying pan, my saucepan, my cup, kettle, nails, string. That's all left in the build, in my little building, in the bed bench, which I use like as a storage. So I've got that little shut in there anyway, which I padlock up. But what I'm saying is that when I've actually done everything and the build's complete, I won't have to keep taking my stuff over to Ron's. I can leave it in my own building and hopefully take a chance that no one's going to break in them or burn the damn thing down. And I also want to get like what Rose got, one of those troll cams as well. I've seen them for about 25, 30 quid on eBay. So I want to get. No, even if I go troll cam, I'm not going to be uploading every fucking video from it. Unless it's ain't interesting there. One did say, like the other day when I was there, have you seen the deers lately? I said, what deers? He goes, yeah, we get deers over here sometimes. I said, no, I haven't seen no deers. He goes, have you seen the pheasants? I said, yeah, I've seen a few pheasants over here. I ain't seen the deers. He goes, yeah, sometimes we get deers over here. I said, oh, didn't know that. I said, no, the only thing I hear or see is people walking along the main pathway at the back. And, you know, if you do go onto the pathway, you can see at the back of my building, but it just looks like, at the moment, a big kind of like bush, because I've got a lot of like leaves and everything covering it. So like at the moment, it looks like a bush. But when those leaves die off, I've got to like start putting more leaves on. And I don't really want to be cutting leaves off all the time. So I'm going to try and find one of those camouflage nets, which really blends in to the woodlands. And that way, people ain't going to see it that way. But yeah, it's going to be the roof tomorrow. Once the roof is done, I've got to try and do the door. Once the door is done and secure, then I've got to do the fireplace as like a cement kind of thing, rebuild it, put layers of like hay and mud in between each brick. And once that's done, I've got like, I want to make like a mud hay kind of like funnel kind of thing, like a chimney. So that's what they used to use in the old days, like, you know, mud and hay to make chimneys. And the hay doesn't get burnt because it's covered by mud. You know, the mud might get a bit hot, but it's not hot enough for the hay to catch on fire inside the mud. So how do you think they've done it in the ancient times? You know, in the times of the Normans and Saxons and Vikings and stuff like that. Because there ain't no rocks or bricks. Well, there are some bricks near Tom's, which I still got permission to take, but there ain't no like rocks or big stones or boulders. But if you want chalk, you've got to find it. You've got to dig for it. I think there's about 4 different chalk pits around that area. I fucking and pay out for one of those IP things again. What's it called? VPNs. I'm not going to buy another one of those again. I was going to ring up BT because like my internet did go down yesterday for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I thought it might have been the computer, and I kept trying different things with the computer. And I was getting so fed up with it, I was just going to say fuck it and turned around and suddenly started working again. I need to find out when my BT contract runs out as well. Because once it runs out, that's it. I'm coming off BT. And if that, you know, if I have to pay for the setup. Yeah, I texted him the other day. He texted me as well. Can't tell you what he said on the text, but he is going through some problems at the moment, like we all do. But what he told me looks very interesting. And if I wanted, like, you know, if I wanted to, I could do what he's probably like trying to tell me what I could do, and I wouldn't be there. No, Chris usually watches the videos anyway. He might not talk a lot, but he does watch. No, he's telling me stuff which he shouldn't really tell me about, really. Oh, that's wrong one. Clock. Alright, so clock is set for Thursday, 6:35. So as long as I get like at least 6 hours, she'll be alright. Got my mask and my gloves and my coat pocket ready. Got my camera and my batteries and my waistcoat camo. And if people really want to know why I keep wearing camo up there, so if I'm wearing stuff like this, people are going to see me. So what I do is I always wear my camo gear. I'll come home, if I ain't too dirty, I'll leave it until next time. If it's really covered in mud and, you know, sweat and stuff, then I have to like put it in the washing machine or go up the laundry. But my washing machine keeps smoking at times, so I do need a new washing machine. But I just try to wash it with a hand, you know, get hot water and give it a quick scrub, and hopefully that's good enough. Where's my medication? Oh, I've still got a little bit of drinking chocolate left. I put those drinking chocolate things in my bag, and they said it's really dark. It hasn't got milk in it. I ain't going to take milk, so I'm not going to be drinking it. And they're still in the bag, and I can't be bothered to take them out. I've got coffee in the bag. And I've got coffee and sugar up there already anyway, but I think I've only got 2 coffees left up there. Well, don't worry, I'm going to go in a second way. But as I say, I'm just thinking, you know, I might cut it down, you know, because I can't really afford to keep going up there too many times anyway. That's cost me money. So, you know, I'm going up there today, tomorrow, Thursday. And, you know, if I get stopped by the place, I'm just going to say, look, I'm exercising. Can't stop me from exercising. No, I'm going out. And if they say, well, what kind of exercise it is, you know, I'll tell them. If they say, well, so, you know, it's not good enough, you have to go home, then I'll come home. Fuck it. I don't argue with them. This is an aluminium oxide in here. Didn't know that. But I'm going to go, so I need to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to go to bed. And time I copy it over to the computer and put it on film armor and join all the videos up together and save it as a single file. That takes time. Because my camera doesn't save it. It's like, you know, each clip after the other, like 1, 2, 3, 4, it kind of jumbles them up. So like the other day when I had 3 coffee breaks, I couldn't remember what coffee break was what, and I also realised that I put 1 clip on twice, which I didn't realise I'd done. You know, well, I'm actually walking around collecting the wood. So like, you know, it's tiring when you go out and, you know, you're lugging wood around and hammering and doing this and that. It is tiring work. And when you come home, you just want to sit down, have a cup of coffee and try to get it. Tomorrow, you know, there could be a video up tomorrow night. If not, it'll be Friday. And when I go up there next, I don't know. Depending on the weather and if I can afford to go up there. Because I am really low on cash right now. I spent more. No, it's not because I, you know, panic rushing. I'm not like going around and doing what other people are doing, like panic buying. Because you can't do it, you know, when you go in there, there's fucking nothing there anyway. So you just think, you know, well, can I use that? Will I eat that? And there's been times when I've gone up there, you know, up to the shopping centre, paid fares there and back, and only bought 2 items back. Let's have a look at the weather. Yeah, so tomorrow is sunny, Friday sunny, Saturday is sunny. Sunday, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday is kind of like lower. I may go Saturday, but I don't know. If I don't go there Saturday, I might go somewhere else Saturday, just for a walk around, take the camera. But next week could be next Thursday, yeah, when you know you got like some interviews. because from Sunday to Wednesday, it's like light cloud, gentle breeze all the way through the week. And, you know, you just can't tell with the British weather. Like when I went up there the other day, it was bloody cold. There was, you know, like a bit of a draft. The ground was frosted. The sun did come out, but it took a few hours before, you know, the frost went away and it warmed up a bit. Now, if that place was completely built, finished with, I'd have gone up there tomorrow and stayed up there till like Saturday. You know, done like Thursday night and a Friday night overstay, but I won't be doing any overstays until like, you know, April, May, probably. And it depends on, you know, what the situation is with this fucking lockdown. You might put a curfew on every fucker, and they've like military roadblocks, and every time the police or the army see someone walking around, might start asking you questions, and you ain't got good enough excuse, I might fucking arrest your ass. I'm not saying that could happen, but it might happen. I'll put that on battery mode. Right. Right, I'm off. I'll catch you whenever next. They're all, you know, as I say, I'm hoping 100% I'll be going up there tomorrow if I wake up. If I don't go tomorrow, it'll be Friday. But see, the thing is, my mum and my sister sent me a small package, and that should have been here today, but it didn't turn up. So if I'm out tomorrow and it turns up, the postman might leave it there outside my door, or he might take it back. If he takes it back, I've got to like rearrange a redelivery, and that'd be for Saturday. So I know she said there's some string and some other bits and pieces in there, but I don't know what's in there, to be honest with you. She wouldn't tell me. But I've actually got enough string there, to be honest with you. I've got a fucking whole load of string. Chris sent me some up. I've got some from Home Base. I've got some from Poundland. Got too much bloody string there. But it's always better to have more than less. Right. I'm going. I've got a headache. I'm going to go to bed. Fuck it. Not sure when I'm on live next. I like doing a little rant. I don't really want to keep talking about the fucking coronavirus like I said yesterday. Yeah, so stop getting me talking about it. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. If I don't hear or see.